It was the most infamous moment of his own career which persuaded Webb to take on the challenge of bringing video technology into football. Former Premier League referee Webb is still remembered for not sending off Nigel de Jong after his X-rated tackle on Spain's Xabi Alonso in the 2010 World Cup final. It was the first question that Major League Soccer Commissioner Don Garber asked Webb before hiring him to oversee the use of VAR video-assisted referee in the States, or VR video referee as they call it in the US, to be typically different. Garber said, "Well, I made the call that I thought was the right call to make then. Looking at it now, it probably wasn't the right call. If we had technology to correct it, I'm all in." It is one of the many reasons why Webb is so passionate about video technology and why he thinks it is inevitable it will be introduced into the Premier League, possibly even by 2018. Nigel de Jong tucks into Xabi Alonso image. Getty Webb felt he had made the right decision at the time. Image FIFA via Getty Images. Webb, 46, left the comfort of a TV studio as BT pundit to oversee VR in the States, where they're pioneering it in MLS to study big calls on goals, penalties, red cards and cases of mistaken identity. If Webb can make it work in the States, then it will follow in every other league. Yorkshireman Webb said, "I think there's a misconception that refs would be against it, as it exposes errors or undermines their authority. But in speaking to referees, they support it almost to a person. They see it as something that can help them. Errors are not made intentionally. You get one shot to make a call. If you're in the wrong position or in a difficult position, it can be difficult. If you make a mistake, it can leave a scar on your career for a long time." Webb is enjoying a new juncture in his career. Image MLS. A chance to avoid those errors is something we would all welcome. It's not just to recuse a referee from a bad decision, it's often a situation that a referee couldn't call on the day because his view was blocked or couldn't see the view that one of the numerous cameras can give. There will always be an element of subjectivity. I've sat in the BT studio, reviewed decisions at half-time, and then two extremely experienced internationals would have polar opposite opinions. So you will never take the debate away. Webb during his Premier League days. Image Getty Images. To incorporate as well some of the work I've done in TV that has helped. It's been a challenge to implement video review into football. The way it's played, the flow and the tempo is what makes it attractive. This is not to replace or overrule officials, it's to help them. It's been a solid start. We've got a long way to go. We must ensure that our officials are as comfortable as possible. It's challenging, but so far we're fairly pleased with the way it's gone. IFAB International Football Association Board have given associations an opportunity to trial the system, probably until 2019. The information is fed back to them the whole time, and a final decision will be taken in either 2019 or possibly 2018. VARs were used at the Confederations Cup. Image FIFA via Getty Images. I hope it's adopted by the big leagues. That will mean they have liked what they've seen in the MLS. It's a matter for the Premier League. It's their choice to dip the toe in the water, but I believe it will be a staple of the sport going forward, and everyone will want to be involved if they have the capacity to implement it. I'm sure the Premier League will be looking at it closely. The MLS currently uses a video truck outside grounds, screens monitored by experts with a big red button pressed to alert referees. A key decision is overturned in roughly every third game, with around 13 reviews in each match. Webb accepts that referees have never been under so much scrutiny and says it is the worst feeling in the world to make a mistake. But he believes even the very presence of VR will give officials confidence. Webb is working with MLS officials. Image MLS. Webb added, with video review, we can limit the big mistakes. We can't check every situation, but we can rectify those very clear mistakes in big situations. It gives referees more confidence. You can say that the chances of a really big mistake are reduced. It frees up your mind. I could be having a big game, think I've made a mistake, and it's very hard then not to think about that decision. The Steadicam man would zoom in on you at half-time, and that would give confirmation as you left the pitch you'd made a mistake or done something controversial. When HES made the check on the VAR, you were clear, and it gives you comfort that you can move on and frees you to get on with the game.